Why am I in the void? What the hell? Hold on. Give me a sec. This should not be this way. I thought everything was tested. Hold on. Okay, apparently not. This is what happens when you don't stream for like a week. Entirely. This happens. Anyways, hello everybody. It's me, Crow Corpawing here, your favorite streamer. Did you forget about me? I hope not, because I'll find you. Anyways, we're playing Pokopia because it's been a long week and I want to play a relaxing Pokemon game because I need my brain to play fun game. So we're here playing Pokopia. Hey y'all. Sorry for lack of streams this week. If you've been keeping up with my social media or anything else I've been doing, or anywhere else I post like Discord and stuff, you would know that I've been having a very heavy work week, and so because of that, I have not had the time to stream or do much of anything else aside from maybe some commission work, because that's an obligation that I gotta get done for the people that have commissioned me. Sure, I'll do your quiz, Pidgey. Favorite flavor? It's sweet. Yeah, 'cause he's a oh! Pidgey. He's dead. what a great start to the thing. Anyways, but yeah, that's what's been going on with me. Overtime at work, so I've had to be a bit more how should I say? I had to be a bit more selective of the time of what I do with my time, of when I can do this now, by the way. But yeah. But I've been playing a lot of Pokopia off stream, obviously, just to like relax and whatnot. The blue Shellos is here. Hey, it's me. I'm looking for my friend right now. Just like me, just a different color, and it's a really pretty color of blue. Do my best each and every day so it can be just as pretty as them. You know what, blue Shellos? You are just as pretty as them. Don't you sell yourself short, all right? You're a little cutie patootie. I said he may say all that. Don't tell him I said that, okay? I would never share your insecurities with the world. It's okay, I understand. Roadside. You know what, actually, I just saw your friend. Hello, come with me. Come with me. Come with me, little buddy. I know your friend. I love the way Shellos moves. I never would have imagined that Shellos walks like that. It's actually so endearing. Okay, where was the pink shell? I literally just saw pink Shellos around here. Where'd they go? Oh wait, they live in here, right? Yeah. Oh wait, no, they're not in here. There they are! Oh my god, they're hanging by the medication kit. Look, it's your friend! Hey, come here! Alright, hang out with your friend. They met each other! Aww! How come you and me are different colors? You can't ask that, Shellos! You can't just ask that! Whoa, come on! Yeah, I wonder. You know, maybe it's because I nap a whole bunch more. Oh, but I sleep just as much as you. Oh, I know, we like different berries. You're right, we do. You think our colors change based on the berries we eat? Yeah, that's gotta be it. Oh, wait, I'm pretty sure I've always been this color ever since I was born. What about you? How long have you been that color? Well, I've been this color ever since I was born, too. Oh, then maybe the berries we eat actually don't make any difference. Gosh, just thinking about berries, it got me hungry now. Me too, let's eat some berries. Yeah, it's berry time! I love these two. I love them with all my heart. Look at these little creatures. Amazing. We just started streaming already. We had the most wholesome thing happen ever. I love this game. This game is like, it heals my soul. Oh. Okay. What do we get rid of? Sorry, Tangela. We're keeping these stamps. These are good stamps. All right. I'm gonna put the volume slightly higher. Am I too big on the screen? Hold on. Put myself like right there. That's good. I felt like I was taking up too much of the screen. What a bunch of cutie patooties. What a good way to start the stream. Anyways, welcome everyone. The hell, extravagant carpeting. Oh yeah, I'm taking that. I buy every recipe I find immediately because I'm like, you'll never know what it's gonna be. Instead of 10 fireworks. Oh yeah. Not right now. We can still make this place a lot better. Alright, who's not feeling great right now? Iffy? Oh, Blue Shellos is feeling iffy? Oh, it's because we gotta get him a home. Here, Blue Shellos. I'll move you in with your buddy. So you guys can all have a good time. You, Gulpin, and Pink Shellos will all have a good time in here. Let him go! Oh, he's so cute. Wanna move in here? Yeah. Home? There you go. Now you all have a little den you can all hang out in. Don't worry, at some point I'm gonna make them a bigger house. That's just for now. Wait, so why are you all... What's your problem? Oh, and something to decorate. I got you, buddy. Don't you worry. I don't got you, actually. Hold on. Let me make a decoration for you. Don't worry. We'll spruce up your house. But anyways, I hope everyone has been doing good. Having a good, having a good, time. Week. Would have you. What would these guys like? Fucking a wreath? Party bunting? A wreath? Vine wall you know what? Maybe vine wall decorations. Yay. Alright. Let's go decorate their home. What was I to say? Yeah, I've been having just like a hell of a week, and I need that good relaxation. You know what I mean? Oh wait, your house only has room for one. I forgot about that. This guy technically needs a house. What if we build him a crude house out of dirt? To be honest, I don't think he'd mind. He just wants a dirt house. Do that. And that. Meat hamburger. While fully recovering my TV. Good. Not like everyone else has made that exact same joke. Actually, why don't I just do one of these? How long will this take to build? Sure, not long. Here for this. Oh, perfect. Oh, hey, Charmeleon. You too. And you. I'm literally only building this just because it was in my inventory. Otherwise, I probably would not even bother. Because also, building more houses does raise the level. Hey, Rock, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well this fine evening. Come on. Good to be streaming. I missed it, not gonna lie. It's been kind of a It's been kind of a lonely week. Well, yeah. It's been kind of a lonely week. It's been kind of a busy week. And, I miss streaming. It's like, you know when it becomes a part of your regular routine and then you just stop doing it? You start missing it more, you know? 7:01? What time is it? Oh, it's 6. Okay. That's about an hour. Yeah. It's probably not gonna be like... It's probably gonna be like another week before it starts being normal again, hopefully. Crossing my fucking fingies and my toes and everything else I got. But yeah, hopefully it's not too long before I'm able to stream regularly again. Oh, Mr. Doctor, welcome. So the reason why we're playing Pokopia today, I kind of said it earlier, but the reason we're playing Pokopia is because, man, is my brain kind of fried after this week and after all the overtime. So I just wanted to play like a relaxing game to just chill and just yap. And this is the perfect game where I could just yap and not really think about stuff while I just do menial tasks. So that's what we're doing. It's a menial task simulator. Anyways, I forget, is there any environments that still haven't built around here? Awesome sauce, yeah. And you know, it turns out that there is a lot to talk about this week. Unfortunately, there's a lot to talk about this week. I wish there wasn't as much to talk about, but there is. And boy, are we going to talk about it. In many regards, there are many things that could be talked about. If you're not on the up and up on what I mean by that, boy, wow, where do I start? The F14 Commission, been using it as my home screen. Oh, for sure. I'm glad you liked it. Always happy to hear about people enjoying their commissions. Could be a variety of things you could possibly be talking about. There's a big one, and there's a reason why I'm not playing that certain... No, don't bite the cable. You literally just sat on my lap. And the first thing you want to do is bite the cable? Are we for real right now? Rogue. My cat is already being a menace. I did fucking first time streaming in God knows how long. What was I saying? Oh yeah. If you notice, there's a game that they got a big update recently, or not a big update, actually. Substantially, people really don't like the update. But there's a game that got an update recently that I should be playing, which is a game that I usually which is a game that I usually you know, am known for playing somewhat, and that is good old Street Fighter. We have to I don't want to get into it, but unfortunately we have to, because like I've said multiple times on stream how Alex is my favorite Street Fighter character, and you know, there's just no avoiding it. So for those of you not in the know, Alex just got released into Street Fighter. Right. So Alex. I've also found out that apparently his name is Alex Winger. What a name. Alex Winger. Incredible amounts of slander occurring lately. It would be slander if it was not true, but unfortunately it's just facts at this point. There is no slander. It's just reality. It's just the reality we live in. So Mr. Alex Winger is been released into Street Fighter, and man, does his moveset look really cool. But you know what's not cool, chat? You know what's not cool and not okay? It's a little word that we don't really talk about too often, because why would we? Truthfully, why would we talk about this word? Why would we even mention it? But it's a little word that apparently Japan really loves. And I'm not making any generalizations there. It's just that this is a trend that I've noticed in a lot of Japanese media. And that is, boy, does Japan really, and I mean really like writing stories about incest. That's probably not where you thought I was going with it, but it is, unfortunately. Anyways, all right. Enough about beating around the bush. So they revealed in Alex's story mode, in arcade mode, and also in World Tour mode, that Alex married Patricia, his essentially adopted sister that he grew up with after being adopted by his mentor Tom, who turns out is his uncle, because Tom is his mom's cousin, and so therefore that makes Patricia his cousin and also his sister. And also he held her as a baby. So, you know, there's a lot of layers to that. Not good layers, very bad layers. There's a lot of bad layers to that. It's worse than you thought. It's worse than anyone would have thought. It's worse than anyone could have imagined, because why the fuck would you write that? Why in God's name would that be the direction you decide to take this character? You know? Sorry, I had to let the cat out. That wasn't a euphemism. That was just like, I actually had to let my cat out of my room. Okay. Yeah, so there's a lot of layers to it that make it not cool, because the worst part about it is that I see there's a lot of people trying... Okay, I'm not gonna say there's a lot of people trying to defend it, but there's a lot of people trying to, like, not make it seem as bad as it is. But it's like one of those things where it's like, no, it's as bad as it is. And I feel like just because maybe you're not as weirded out by it doesn't mean that it's not bad. It's pretty bad. Like, if the majority of the FGC is in agreement that, like, this is a weird fucking thing, I think it's kind of a weird fucking thing. Hi, Sarah. Welcome. We're having some chill... Well, we were having some chill Pokopia. We are now venturing into a not fun topic. But it's also, like, man, it's kind of hard to not talk about it. But yeah, that is what happened with Alex Street Fighter. If you just look up Street Fighter right now, it's actually insane that is what is dominating the conversation, you know, since many people talk about Street Fighter 6 story for this long. And a lot of people like to talk about how, like, oh, story doesn't matter in fighting games, who cares? And I'm like, well, when they say that my character is grooming his adopted sister cousin, that kind of makes me not want to play that character. That kind of makes me feel like a little yucky about that character. And then other people are like, oh, suddenly people care about backstories. I'm like, no. The other characters also have, like, pretty, like, not great backstories, but that's why I don't play JP or Luke or any of those characters. Who do I play? I play Terry. Terry is, like, the most unproblematic man. He's just a white dude from Florida who doesn't do racist things. He's great. My question, this is a word that does intention for us to see him in negatively or positively. I don't know. Yes, Sarah, you missed out on it, but to TLDR, the returning character from Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, who was supposed to be the main character, I add, Alex, was just put into Street Fighter 6, and as such, he has his story mode and little story details in the World Tour mode. So it was revealed that apparently, as of this point in the Street Fighter timeline, he married and impregnated. That's the other part I forgot to add on to that. He married and impregnated his adopted sister / like blood-related cousin. Didn't Terry slap a bunch of asses in that one mobile ad? That's not real though. That's fake. Yeah, and then some people were all like, but she's his second cousin, and I'm like, oh, she's just his second cousin. She's just his second cousin. And I'm like, I don't know, man. That's enough degrees where I'm like, that's pretty bad. I don't know about you. What's the great photo up? What's happening? Dude, these bros are punching? Nice. Sick. That is bad. Yeah, it's pretty bad. So yeah, that's where we're at with Street Fighter discourse. it sucks because there's so much that there is so much about Street Fighter that I enjoy. Hell, I enjoy some character stories very much, but man, wow, did they really just miss the mark on this one? I don't know who wrote this. I don't know who this story was for. Like, there's so many questions that people have about it because from just like a narrative standpoint, it adds nothing to Alex's character. Like, literally, it adds nothing. And it just makes him look worse overall. So it's like, what are we meant to take away from this? What are we meant to, like, feel? You know, it's like you said, like, what are we, like, are we supposed to see him as a bad guy because of this? Or are we supposed to be endeared? Because the sentiment seems to be that you should be endeared to it, right? That's what the sentiment feels like. It's like, oh no, you should feel like, oh hell yeah, he's a family man. And people keep making the joke of like Guile going, go home and be a family man, and then him being like, no, wait, not like that. And it's funny because that's legitimately what it feels like, you know? Hold on, we're getting some electricity. Because we have like a villain character do evil thing, like that's not a deal breaker. Yeah, like but the thing is that like with the evil characters that do evil things, it's like, what does Bison do? A lot of bad shit, but that's his whole like gimmick. He's supposed to be bad, right? And that's the appeal. But with Alex, it's like he's meant to be like he has a theme song that makes him like a shonen action hero. And then the game just turns around and does that, and it's like, yeah, you're shonen action hero who decided to knock up his cousin. Like, insane. In no point in Street Fighter has there ever been anything as outlandish as that, I think. Took the Hulk Hogan inspiration too far? Yeah. Yeah. No. I need this. I need this. Can I inspect this from here? And that's because I was showing you, like, look at this cool family guy. Yeah, that's the weirdest part about it, is the sentiment that it's like they put so much love into what Alex like is supposed to be within the context of the game, and then they just turn around like and do that, and it's just like, do you guys love Alex? Do you hate him? Well, I don't understand. And it's like, you can't go a single Street Fighter game with Alex in it without just him having something wrong with him. In Street Fighter 3, he's not good. In Street Fighter 5, he looks not good. Street Fighter 6, he is not good as a person, morally. Gym first aid. Him on top. What do I have in my inventory? Garbage. Nobody looked good in Street Fighter 5, to be fair. The last season characters did. Rose looked good. Akira looked good. They fixed Sakura's face. Eventually. The later characters looked a lot better. When Nakayama... Is it Nakayama? Yeah, Nakayama took over. Minot looks good. Yeah, the later characters did look good. Like, don't get me wrong. The early characters didn't. But the later characters did look a lot better. A new Pokemon? Come on. Come on. Where's everybody at? Where's everybody going? We can go. Oh. I should probably show you guys like the other environments, because I've cleaned up a little bit and I've got some new Pokemon around. Also, for those of you who missed it, I can do this now. Yay! Guys, I wonder what Pokemon this is supposed to be. Did you guess? Whee! I'll show you that. I'll show you that environment soon. Don't you worry. Yeah, you're right. It's Charizard. You got it. Yeah. The writers, something needs to be done. Like, it's funny because the Street Fighter page and Nakayama have not tweeted out anything since the uproar. They've been dead silent on all fronts, which is unheard of when a new character drops and a new patch drops. It's been crazy how silent they are. So right now it's like, oh, they got to come out with something, because if they don't address this, it's like, it's bad, you know? If they don't address this, it's gonna look real bad. Yay, we got the Pikachu fountain. Because there's no, like, again, it's the thing I said, there's no, like, rule recovering from it except for doing a full rewrite. Like, you gotta do a full rewrite, otherwise it's just, it's fucked, you know? Hey, Pikachu. Pardon me. Aw, thank you. I will cherish this blue paint. Thank you, Pikachu. Yeah. What happened to Pikachu? That's Pikachu. Is it okay? Debatable. So, okay, you want to know the actual lore about what happened to Pikachu? So this Pikachu in particular, apparently gave up all of its electrical power to help out a bunch of Pokemon. And so once it gave out all of its power, it started looking like this. So it's a very weak Pikachu. He cannot hold a charge anymore. Yeah. But they're doing their best. That's all that matters. What can I build? I have a sand hut. Just like for one Pokemon. You know what? I'll build some sand huts on the beach. Why not? This is where I'm gonna exile all the ugly Pokemon. No, I'm kidding. Alright. Well, I only have 7 sand on me? What the hell? I love him. I also love Pikachu. You know what's funny is with how whenever you go online and you see the way artists interpret certain like creatures or characters when it comes to making like humanoid versions of them. And can you guess how people interpret Pikachu? I'll just have you take a guess. How do you think that they've been drawing Pikachu? No, don't call it that. That's not what I'm gonna call it. It's just gonna be the place where the other Pokemon live. What do you think people are drawing Pikachu as? You wouldn't believe it, but it's a common thing that happens whenever certain artists get their hands on some Pokemon designs. If you thought, are they drawing the weak-looking Pikachu as a kind of depressed-looking big booba woman in a tight gray dress? You'd be right. Because that's what they're doing. That's exactly. No, I wish it was a little anime girl, but no, people are drawing Pikachu with like big gazongas, and I'm just like, guys, I don't think that's the kind of energy that. I don't think that's the kind of energy that Pikachu's supposed to be giving off, actually. Personally, that's just what I think. But what do I know? You know, truthfully. Tropical vibes. Wait, I have all the tropical vibes Pokemon already exist. Marshy tall grass. Oh yeah, I got Wooper. I forgot to show you guys that. But I got Wooper. And Wooper gave me a cool ability. Yeah, face space. You guys want to see the make sure I can avoid it? Yeah, sure, buddy. So Whooper gave me a cool ability, which is if I suck while in the water, I can now create water sources, like in Minecraft. Yay! I will now drink ocean water. Yummy. Anyways. Oh wait, that wasn't beach sand. I'm a fool. To look up Pikachu and found some of the nice, cutest art of a sad little Pikachu. Yeah, there's a lot of good wholesome art, and then there's the art. And that's not a judgment call on those artists. Like, I love me a good booba as well. But when I look at the depressed Pikachu, I don't just immediately think about boobs. You know what I mean? Like, it's not my first thought. But it's interesting that some people go there. Is the implication there that depressed women have big boobs? I don't know. That's not what I would say. But maybe some sickos online would. There we go. So I need build, water, and then 2 bozos. Okay. Whee! Did all the humans get End of Evangelion? They did not, no. It's as of what I know right now in the story, what happened to the humans is that there was some kind of natural disaster that happened. Oh, wait, hold on. This could be who I think it is. Oh, there he is! It's Clodsire. Oh, hi, that's an unusual look. You look like one of those, what are they called? I remember humans. You look like a human. Thanks for waiting while I tried to remember. You're really nice. As long as I'm with you, I feel like everything's gonna work out fine from now on. Thank you, Clodsire. You truly are the Pokemon of all time. Look at this gormless, amazing creature. Not a thought in that head. It lives at the bottom of ponds and swamps, so we'll carry Whooper on its back and ferry them across water from one shore to the other. Yay. Oh, Ave knows bulldoze. Okay. Yay. Zero, I need you. Torchic, I need you. Mostly just because you're here. Alright, let's go. Just go, friends. I have a task for you to complete. A Nutella Pokemon. It is the Nutella Pokemon. Okay. Oh, wait. Alright. Start building. I've come to realize that it's always like a good idea to have like a building project going on like in each area at any given time, because it's just like while you're playing, things are just getting done. Get them to work. Don't just work for them. Get them to work. Oh, I fell. Oh. Society must grow. Wait, what's happening? Squishy cheeks and paws! Oh! Look at them! Look how cute they are! I love Pikachu so much. Look at this beautiful, perfect creature. Sorry, I was distracted. Somebody want to talk to me? Oh, I'm so sorry. Dorark, why are you here? Send those 2 to the mines? No. We don't even have mines. You sicko, you freak. Praved. 2 jars of honey. What else was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I could build another pier, then that'll help me, get another Pokemon, but I need a light source. Do I have... Hold on. I should have a light source in here somewhere. Where the ground type's gonna work? We're at the beach. There aren't any ground types around here? God. Get it together. Oh, wait, actually, Clodsire is a ground type. Never mind. I was wrong. Shut up, Rock. You know, when you get the game, you can build the town how you want. Ow. Only not playing my first Pokemon. Sorry for my horrible gap in knowledge. That's true. Me, resident Pokemon expert, cannot believe that you would not know a thing about Pokemon. Insane. Honestly, how dare you? And also, you know what, mods? Hold on. I need it. Oh, the pole. It gets in my way. What was I gonna sentence them to do? Oh. Mods, force them to play Devil May Cry 2. I know it. Here's how I'll torture you, David. First, the marrow furnace. There we go. Now we wait. Which one is Pokemon? All of them. The whole thing. It was always Pokemon. You just never knew. Beep. Whoa! Who's that guy? Wonder who that could be. Fresh water. Oh yeah. What was I saying before? What was I saying before, Chad? I got distracted. What was I talking about? Oh, I forgot this one could be built too. Alright, Spirit Gold, I'm gonna put your ass to work soon. Really fucking late, but like, it took me so long to figure out which Pokemon were in that silhouette because that's where your big fucking head is. What do you mean? Give me my big fucking head. You know what? Fuck you. Yo. Not see which Pokemon were there at first because they were small. Yeah, I'll say thanks. Thanks, Pomo. Where is Makuhita? And wait, do you do water too? You do water, huh? I'm gonna need you. Alright, I need you. I'm gonna need Makuhita. And I'm gonna need 2 random schmucks. You come. This music's really good. I haven't heard this song before. I like the ukulele. It's very nice. You first spoke about Alex and Pikachu Big Boos and putting Pokemon to work. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good. So, yeah. So that, I guess that's all I really got to say about Alex, though. Because it's like, I don't know what else I can add to that conversation without it just repeating the same thing that everybody else has been. I do think that there is a subset of, like, I don't want to say... Look. This is where the topic gets kind of weird. Because there are some people who say that the second... Like, there are some people out there who say that culturally in some cultures that the second cousin thing isn't a big deal. I'm going to be real with you. I think there's a lot of cultures in which the second cousin thing is kind of a big deal. And probably you shouldn't marry your cousin. Anyways, that aside, the rest of the ethical point of that whole, like, relationship is just not great. So, that's what I will say about that. And if you feel otherwise, you're more than welcome to feel that way. But also, what is wrong with you? That's not good. That's fucked up. People shouldn't be dating their cousins or impregnating them, you know? That's just me. Who are we talking about? We're talking about the Street Fighter character that just got put into Street Fighter. Isn't that fun? Isn't it fun to say that we're talking about the Street Fighter character? Also, hi, Shroomski. Welcome to the stream. Sorry that this is your first impression of my stream. This isn't normally the kind of topics we talk about. But they slandered, they massacred my boy in a way that is like, somebody said generational character assassination. No, omni-dimensional super mega fucking Nova explosion character assassination. Never heard of by any other like means. But yes, I'm talking about Alex Street Fighter. I'm devastated, a little dead inside, and truthfully, disgusted. But, you know, what else can one do except just keep playing Terry? What truthfully can one do except just keep playing Terry? Now that white boy won't let me down. What other tropical thing can we make? Resort stool. Yeah, we'll keep the theming on theme. White boy's taking another loss. That's what I'm saying. Terry Bogard will never let me down. God, I hope he never lets me down. Make 2 of these. Don't jinx it. Hey, the most recent Terry development we got is that he had a really cute moment with Blue Mary in her story mode where he gave her his jacket. God, I love when 30-year-olds act cute together. Give me more 30-year-old romance, please. Christ's sake. As an almost 30-year-old myself, I crave this. We're gonna make this Smeargle's home because I banished him to this side of the world. These not... Wait, do these not hang on the wall? I thought these hung on the wall. Do I have to place them on something? That's insane. Why can't I place blocks in here? This is gonna be Smeargle's bachelor pad. You notice that he only has like a bed and a stool. That's all he needs. I only play Cammy. The British never did anything problematic. Well, Mr. Doctor, I have some unfortunate news for you. I have some chilling news. All right, Smeargle, time to get your broke ass to your new home. Glad I made your day. Anyways, I'm gonna eat this. This running? This is not running. Wait. You know, we'll take it though. Hold your hand when I say this. Yeah, unfortunately, the British are known for doing a lot of terrible things. But we don't have time to get into that because that would compose half of modern human history, and that personally is something I don't have time for. While we're playing chill Pokemon game. Is there an environment for the vending machine? Hold on, I need to remember. Vending machine set. There is. There's 2 actually. Rubbin. Oh, okay. Well, I know where to put a bench. Well, I know where there is a bench. What's up? I just got a sudden, but do you want to play a little game of Look That Way with me? I'm kind of busy, Ariana. But I appreciate the sentiment. What is the farthest away I can put this? Okay, about here, it would seem. Nice. But yeah, that's like there's a bunch of people making breakdowns about like how bad it actually is, like that you can find anywhere, and I would recommend checking those out because wow, it's pretty bad. Wait, was it on this side? No, it was on this side. Wait, what was it again? Oh no, it was just a vending machine with the trash can. Oh okay, I'm gonna have to find another vending machine. Hey, whose habitat was this? Oh, it's Makuhita's. Forgot about that. I don't really need that habitat anymore. Love Hariyama's waddle. Hariyama is always a weird Pokemon to me, you know what I mean? Like, he's just kind of like this guy. Like, Hariyama falls into that category of Pokemon that is just, like, vaguely human enough, you know? And I always thought that was interesting. Okay. What's a good place to put a bench? Oh, we can put benches all around the thing. We put one right here. There we go. Okay. Is anybody taking the bait for our new environments that we've built? Nothing over here yet. I know what you mean, but I don't think Hariyama ticks that box as much as the others. I think it's the fact that he's just very, like, flesh-toned. You know? And I think that's what gets me. Like, if he wasn't flesh-toned... Because, like, Makuhita doesn't tick off that box at all. Because he looks like a bag. Look at you. You're so adorable. Look at this guy. What is he dropping? Oh, he drops clay. Aren't you the most useful little guy? But it's the fact that he's, like, flesh-toned that makes it kind of like, concerning. What are you talking about? Hariyama. The big guy that was just trying to talk to me. Pay attention. He's over there. You see him over there? On his little lonely island all by himself? Yay. I love money. Hell yeah. Okay. What do we got here? What do we got? Resort chair recipe, resort sofa recipe, bed recipe, cloth wall recipe, Pokeball mat recipe. Actually really good. I'll take that one. Okay. I think a pretty weird looking guy, but yeah, I do see what you mean. Yeah. Like, he's not the most egregious one. Like, definitely not by any means. I think when you start getting into, like, furry territory, like with, like, Meowscarada and, like, Incineroar, I think that's when it starts getting a little, like, There's a lot more humanoid in this than one would usually anticipate. You know? And you can't say I'm wrong, because it is very, you know. I need a hammock and a light. Okay. I think I have some of those lights. I just need to make a hammock. Maybe they got bored of all the quadrupeds in early gens. The thing is that, like, then they stopped doing quadrupeds for a while, and then they started doing a lot of, like, bipeds or, like, you know, stuff like that. And so that's why people are, like, very concerned about the People are very concerned about the new starters. They're like, please don't make them stand on two legs. And I'm like of two minds. I feel like if they're cool enough looking, it's fine. But I also get what people's sentiment is, because I think a lot of people are like, we're no more of the sexy Pokemon designs. And I'm not the one saying they are. I'm just saying I understand how people's minds work, you know. The sickos, if you would, out there. Where it's already standing on two legs. Okay, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean, you fuck. I don't know why I said that way. I had to stop to think of something to say. That was like the first thing that came to my mind. Another power pole over here. Fuck it. It'll look ugly, but whatever, it gets the job done. It's not what I needed. Wait, what else did I need for this? Yeah, it's not welcoming resort. Did I not do this right? Oh, that was weird. It usually never makes me click on it. Interesting. I wonder who that could summon. I actually don't know. That's like one of the ones that I don't know what that would summon. Sorry. I'm kind of like, oh yeah, Samurott, the opposite problem. Yeah. Samurott is cool though. I like Samurott as a design. But I mean, my thing is like, I don't care as long as the design looks good, right? Like that's all I really like am concerned about. If the design looks good, who cares? But I get people's sentiment, especially like after the previous generation, how like you had Masquerada, and then what is the bird one? Not Quaxley, but the evolution. How the bird ended up becoming like the bird ended up becoming like the biped as well, and then the only one who was a quadruped was the fucking was it Skeledirge? Alright, Mareep, I know this is technically your home, but we gotta get you out of here. We gotta put you into a real actual house. That you'll love. Don't you worry, Mareep. Come on. I'm gonna have you live with your friend. Quackavole? Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm not one of those like Pokemon purists who's like, oh, the design needs to be this and this and that. I'm like, as long as it's fun, that's all I care about, you know? Mareep, I opened the door. Mareep. Why did he go into the window, you fucking... Your house. Yeah. There you go, buddy. You got it. Why is one of the lamps not getting light? That's weird. Anyways, I love how mismatched this house is. I'm about to mismatch it even more. I did not mean to put that there. Alright, there we go. It's gotten a skosh brighter. Why do you talk like an old-timey... Like, this is what I mean. Like, this is the way that... You're just... You can't stop being adorable, can you? Pikachu, come back. No. Pikachu. So cute. Why do you keep coming in here? What's your problem? You don't live here. You have your home. Yeah, she talks in a very old-timey way. The hardtail means it is a girl. Wait, I thought the environment level increased. Oh, I have no home. I forgot about that. Me have no home. Anything pop up over here yet? You know what? We'll come back to this in a little bit. And then we'll see what new things get spawned while we're gone. I'll show you guys the new environment, and you can see, well, don't say homeless. You know what, actually, hold on. Where is there a place where I can have a home? This Zoroark's house is kind of empty. This shared house is kind of empty. I mean, I'll just make myself a home. All right, I'm just gonna plant my flag somewhere, and that's gonna be the home. Zoroark, this is actually my home now. All right, nice. We live together, and they were roommates. Continue to the new area. Bipedal furry bait is my boy Lucario in this game. Not furry, just love Lucario. Well, I didn't assume you were, but that's suspicious that's where you went with that. I think so. Riolu's in the game. So Lucario might be in the game too, to be honest. I would not doubt it. You guys ready to see this next area? Is Aggron or Tyranitar here yet? Pupitar is. I think Pupitar is in this next area. I've not seen Tyranitar and I've not seen Aggron. Tyranitar might be in the game. I can't answer definitively for things that I have not seen, but maybe if you look online. Because there's deceptively a lot of fucking Pokemon in this game. This is the new area. This is the Skylands. It is a much more different area than the rest of them. Nice. Awesome. We're on literal Sky Islands now. Asked someone if they like Lucario recently, and she responded with, in what way, with fear in her eyes. You know what? There's several Pokemon that could be attributed to. Lucario's one of them, unfortunately. Gardevoir is like a big one, and you know why. Like we don't have to play coy about it. Like we know why, right? But you know who is in this game? Look, it's Duck. Look, it's Rookity. Look at him, which means my favorite. One of my favorites is in the game. You know who? Build a house around here. Build a house around here. Don't you worry. It is us, the Crowling. Yeah, it's you guys, the Crowling. Also, look, the cat is here, and Mischievous. And there's a lot of interesting ones in this area in particular. Oh, we got a new one. Wonder who this could be. Oh! Frogadier. Alrighty, huh? Ribbit, yo, this place is nice, and it's got a super great scenery, too. You're the one who got this place up all nice and junk? It's amazing. You're pretty skilled, huh? You know, I really like climbing up high places. This would be super cool if you could make some huge mountains and stuff around here, too. Thanks, Frogadier. The Gen 8 Pokemon. There's a lot. It's all the gens are kind of covered in this game. Surprisingly. It is a very like it's not Gen 1 focused like many people thought it was going to be. It's very like all over the place, which I appreciate. A big drum. Crazy. Yeah, but this is like the more futuristic area of the game. Like there's like a big tower right there. There's like electrical stuff. This old man's just hanging around. Dragonite's here. Brokey's here. Alright, let me see what environments I need to make for this area. There's pink tall grass. So we need to make more pink tall grass. Shaded. There's Pupitar, so there you go. Hydrated tall grass. There's one more. Gee, I wonder who that could be. Pink tall grass. Make more of that. We'll go with the basic environments. Oh, Cyndaquil. I swear to God, if Totodile's in this fucking game, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. That's my favorite little guy. There we go. Some more elevated grass. Let's make some more hydrated glass. Yeah, so I will say that there's a ton of stuff, like, there is a ton of things covered in this game. Which I appreciate. It seems like, I always thought these devs were, like, actually very good at, you know, picking out things people enjoy. Because when they did Dragon Quest Builders, there was a lot of, like, oh, it's my favorite kind of monster, or this kind of slime, or this kind of thing, and whatnot. I wonder who the fuck that is. Gee, I fucking wonder. That's not for this area, though. Oh, we got a new one. Whee! Flat. Oh yeah, Vulpix is here too. Salamence. Oh, there you go. One step closer to your guy. We've never met, right? Sorry if I'm a bit restless. Found myself a perfect home and I can hardly stop from jumping with joy. I don't like it, but I really love bouncing around, you know? I'm pretty fast, too. Pupitar. Its shell is as hard as bedrock and it's also very strong. Its thrashing can topple a mountain. A lot of these Pokemon are really good at bulldoze. Okay, I'm gonna rehydrate this whole area, though. Because that is the first thing on the agenda. Sorry, did not mean to get rid of your environment. We just gotta drown the area a little bit. Sorry about that. Just gotta cover it up. Meowscarada is now drowning. Or, what is it? Sprigatito, not Meowscarada. Sprigatito is now drowning. Unfortunately. Alright, I will now clear the flood. This is the easiest way to just, like, you know, get a lot of stuff rehydrated all at once. Stick. Leafage. We're getting this place humid, all right. Exactly. That's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about. Get this place humid. Still the wildest fucking... Oh yeah, Trapinch is here. Look at Trapinch. Cute. I don't remember... I still haven't figured out what food buffs Water Gun. What are you doing? Hanging out. Frogadier has such like a chill vibe. I love this dude. Like he's just hanging out, you know? He just doesn't care. These work? No, they have to be the same, I think. Oh, that works. What else is there to talk about? What else happened this week, chat? What else has occurred? Many things have occurred, but what else has occurred? I'm trying to remember. I am trying to think of the going-ons in the world. Well, sometimes I try not to think about that because then it makes me sad, but... what else in, like, gaming and nerd shit happened? Kind of thing. The unfortunate Terry situation, happened. Not Terry. Alex. You see, I've already forgotten Alex. It's just all about Terry in my head now. Because he's the only one that matters. Leveling up a rock and roll and called it rock and roll. That's my best news. Okay. Well, I meant more about the general, like, the world. But I'm glad, I'm happy for you, but good to hear. Oh, geez, I wonder who that is. Okay, do I have any building kits I can use? I'm gonna have to buy one, aren't I? Sorry, I thought you cared about me. Of course I do, bud. Of course I do. But you know, sometimes it's not about you. You know, unfortunately. I'm sad I have to say that, but sometimes it isn't about you, but mods kill that guy? There's fat skull. Well, you got the skull part right. You see, every time you call me, you say something about my head, I cast another plague upon you. So just so you know, it's not looking good for you. Let's buy these. Start placing these throughout. We're gonna build a small neighborhood around here. That's gonna be the... What do we need? Hey, Pokemetal! Alright, I guess. Oh, wait. I know where to get this. So it was your fault I became unemployed. No, that's just the world sucking right now. I had nothing to do with that. Mods replace the guy's PlayStation with an Xbox. Ha, it's funny, because the Xbox is gonna not exist soon. Oh, that happened. I forgot about that. Yeah. So it's fucking, I don't know if you guys saw, but like Xbox essentially is like, yeah, we're just killing ourselves. Insane developments in the games industry and at Microsoft. It's crazy how like AI psychosis just kind of ruined the state of so much of big companies. There's this like the huffing of the copium of thinking that people were just going to buy into AI like crazy because a bunch of these college students from like Silicon Valley just decided that no, this is the future because we're the future of tech and it's obviously gonna work. And if you launder enough money, it'll work out in the end. Trust me. You just gotta get people used to the idea. And it's like, no, man. Like people just don't care for AI or don't want it. There are a few suckers that you can get, don't get me wrong. Like, I go to work and sometimes I'll see like a person in upper management with like an AI-generated fucking background on their computer, and I'm like, yeah, that seems about right. You don't seem like somebody who thinks critically about anything. But, you know. Vulpix, I need you. Don't worry. Look at this. Can you smelt this? And it's into Pokemetal. Oh, I need to make a furnace. Oh no. I forgot about that. I need to make a smelting furnace. God, it's become it become Minecraft. Truly. AI more like, no way am I gonna use that. That's good. I like that, Mr. Doctor. That's good. Only mad that Xbox is doing ass because now PlayStation doesn't want to put their games on Steam. Yeah, that was probably the biggest blow to all this, is the fact that without competition, Sony is literally just gonna do whatever the fuck it wants. And that's not great, because Sony's already starting with some bullshit that we have to kind of keep track of, because otherwise they're just gonna get away with it. Here, Vulpix. Need you to do this. To the smelting furnace with you. I mean, I could also buy Pokemetal just to get started, but yeah, it is an insane thing, but it also shows just how like gullible so many like CEOs and big business types are, which you didn't need me to tell you that, because it's just like, yeah, no shit, right? But it's just the reality that we live in. Like, you really could just tell them anything and they'll eat that shit up. Do that. How do we do that? Now, what do I need? I need a building and I need somebody else. Really funny. Come on, old man. I need you for some. Spregatito? I need your help. Come with me. That's right. We're making the little cat all build. 7:18. When was it? 7:02? Oh, they'll get this done in no time. Wish they spent longer not realizing their mistake. It is the problem. So Xbox already just had an issue this generation in which they were trying to go all in on like making the Xbox more of a brand name than an actual like thing, right? And that ended up like backfiring super bad on them, because it's like, hey, people don't care as much about the Xbox brand as much as the oh wait, hold on, we got a guy, we got somebody. Oh, Dratini! Dratini! Working hard every day to make sure I grow up big and strong. I'm gonna use your height as my goal, so let's be buddies from now on, okay? Make yourself as big as I can once you transform. It's okay, Dratini, you'll get there. Problem was made people buy the consoles, not like the PS5 is struggling to move you. Yeah, that's the thing. It really isn't like the PS5 was really like struggling to move consoles or anything like that. Like, it was selling, and I think that just keeping the exclusives there isn't gonna make, like, there's nothing really out there that is going to incentivize people to really like want to buy a PS5 at this point, aside from just the convenience of having a console, to be honest. But like, PlayStation is honestly really shooting themselves in the foot with not just do work together, everyone to build the Pokemon Center as soon as possible. We all work together. May take a while, but I'll be waiting. Don't worry, I'll get there. But like it really made people want to play more PlayStation games, because it's like, hey, guess what? These are really good games. So putting them on PC really makes people want to, you know. Maybe that will incentivize people to want to play the games, you know, or to get a console or whatever. But like, if you just restrict it to them not even being able to like try any of them, then yeah, it's fucked, you know. Wait, what did I unlock? Pokemart? I can make a Pokemart? Hell yeah, dude. Man. Let's do that. Wait, hold on. I need to make my pee-pee go up. Like, here's the thing about Nintendo. Nintendo is never going to put their games on PC. Like, let's not even pretend. Let's not even for a second pretend that Nintendo would ever put any of their... you know, let's not pretend that Nintendo would ever put any other games on PC. So it's like, you're just fucked there. You're just like, you gotta just assume that that is all there is for Nintendo. But Nintendo has the name brand recognition, you know? Like, Nintendo is never going to be in a state where nobody is going to be buying a Nintendo game, you know? Unfortunately. As many people want to be, like, very doomer and cynical about Nintendo. And I've met... You know what's funny? I was talking to a coworker yesterday. Oh, I got to tell this anecdote. So, you know, we're doing 10-hour shifts, and I'm with a coworker that I normally don't really talk to that much. But he's kind of a nerd, kind of into a lot of the same stuff. But he gives off this sort of energy. You ever meet somebody... You ever meet somebody who immediately right off rip, you get, and you know what? I don't mean this in the most derogatory way. Wait, hold on. Rock's doing a bit. I need to commit to the bit. Buy the Mario. Yes, Nintendo. $500. No, Nintendo. But so I was talking to my coworker, and immediately I got the vibes of this dude spends a lot of time on Reddit. And I try not to mean that in the most derogatory way, because I also have spent time on Reddit. But what I mean by spends time on Reddit, I mean like this dude gets his game opinions on Reddit and doesn't actually play a lot of these games for himself. That is the vibe that I got from him. And it became a lot of just like, when I heard him talking about his opinions on certain things, I would be like, well, why do you feel that way about it? And he could never give me a clear answer, you know? It's one of those cases where you ask him to actually break down his opinion, and he immediately folds the moment that you're like, but wait, that's not the way it is. And he'll be like, oh, I guess you're right. And it's like, you don't have an original opinion, do you? You don't actually have a thought that was formed by your own about things. You just read something on the internet, and that became your objective opinion on this thing. You know? And so I decided I'm gonna keep picking this guy's brain. I want to see where this goes. What other opinions does he have? So one of the things he tells me is he's like, oh, Kingdom Hearts 1 is the best one. I don't care what anybody says and all that stuff. And I'm like, well, I think Kingdom Hearts 2 is actually pretty solid. And I think that the gameplay in Kingdom Hearts 2 is actually very well done and stuff. He's like, yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2 would have started getting bad and all that stuff, right? And then he hits me with the, well, I actually never have played Kingdom Hearts 2. And I'm like, what? Then how can you say that 1 is the best one if you haven't played 2 at all? Like, and he said, well, I was watching this YouTuber guy and he was breaking it down and all that stuff. And I'm like, whoa. It's one of those cases where it's like, oh, so you didn't even play it. You just saw a YouTube video and that was your thoughts on it. Like, you know, and it was so interesting seeing the way he thought. Because it's like, so I never talk about something unless I really know what it is, right? Like, I never talk about a franchise or a game or like something or a piece of media unless with any authority, unless I really know or I've played it or if I experienced it. And so whenever people talk to me about certain topics, I like to bring up like specific things within that piece of media, like, oh, this and that and whatnot and this and whatever. And then you get to points where it's like you start realizing, oh, the person in front of you, they've not played this thing. KH1 kind of blows. I played KH1 recently for stream, and I will say this about Kingdom Hearts 1. I think Kingdom Hearts 1 has the best mixing of... Kingdom Hearts 1 definitely has the best mixing of mechanics in terms of... oh wow, it is very flooded in here. Making turn-based and action at the same time work. It's actually really well done, I will say. I think that once you get the hang of what the game actually is telling you to do, or like mechanically it's telling you to do, and you go at the pace that it wants you to, it is definitely a very, to me, it shines as probably one of the better ones in terms of controls and overall structure. Like, it's not a long game. I think a lot of people will look at Kingdom Hearts 1 and be like, isn't that a kind of a long RPG? And it's like, it's not actually. It's actually really short by RPG standards. Especially if you're just beelining it. But I will say that Kingdom Hearts 2 has just like the more interesting gameplay and world variety and stuff. So that's where my opinion lies on that. But regardless, that was the one thing that got brought up. The other thing was we were talking about Resident Evil, because he was talking about like playing Resident Evil 9. We were talking about the whole Resident Evil series, and he was talking about how. So his whole thing was he was like he felt like RE4 original played better than RE4 remake, or he liked it better, right? And I'm like, that's fair, that's valid, right? And I'm like, I think that they're both pretty solid on their own. And he was essentially saying like, I don't think he's like, I think you just need to play the original and that's it. And I'm like, whoa. I wouldn't know. I just watched this rare video. It's like, gotcha. Yeah, that's how that conversation was. That's pretty much how that conversation went. But I brought up, I was like, well, I think that they're both really solid games, and I think that if anybody is going to play like the Resident Evil series, I think they should play both RE4 and RE4 Remake, because they do their own thing and they're very different games. They have the same base, but they're very different structurally and gameplay wise, right? And so they give you different things, and sometimes people might be looking for what Remake is doing more than what RE4 Original is doing, and you know, all this stuff. And so like it posits this question of like, and then he was like, yeah, no, I get you, and I'm like, you're not standing by any of your opinions. You're kind of backing down very easily. You're not, you know, and I wasn't like I was challenging the guy. Like I wasn't trying to like, you know, put him on blast or anything. But it literally became this whole back and forth of like, what is it that you actually feel about these things? And do you have like an actual firm thought on them? Or are you just basing your opinions based off like content creators you watch that you like, you know? Because that's what it started feeling like. Oh, hey, there's a whole computer here. Pokemon Gym. What if we could get electricity running in here? Team Rocket! Oh my god. I can't believe Team Rocket was here. Oh my head. But yeah, I don't know if anybody else has experienced like talking to somebody like that IRL, you know? Because I think the most times I've ever seen that really like occur is like if you ever talk to like people who are like, they say they're big anime fans, and like when you talk to them about anime, it's like they've pretty much only seen shonens and like the popular isekai of the season. And it's like, again, there's nothing wrong with that, but I feel like there's always this misconception about like how deep people think they, how deep people's thoughts go when it comes to certain pieces of media versus like actually engaging with the media like in an honest way, you know? I don't know. It is an interesting concept to me, at the very least. But Red Letter Media said that is true. Red Letter Media did say Star Wars is trash, right? So it's like, I always say at the end of the day, and I stand by this, I think that you should form your opinions on things based off your own experience with them, as opposed to just reading reviews, right? If you play about like an hour or maybe 30 minutes of like Devil May Cry 2 and you say, I don't need to play the rest of this to know that it's bad, that's valid. If you play, you know, what's a good example of something? If you play RE1 Original and think, man, this is very stilted and weird and doesn't feel good to play, and then decide maybe RE Remake is a lot better and I like playing this instead, that's also valid because you at least gave the original a shot. Like, there are levels to this stuff, right? And I also knew that this dude wasn't like a real, like, Resident Evil head, or wasn't really he also come across as somebody who doesn't really pay attention to story, because he was trying to say that Claire Redfield felt like kind of a nothing character, and I'm like, whoa, buddy, back that up. Don't you talk about Claire Redfield like that. And he also was like, He was also borderline being kind of sexist because he's like, you know, like, because I was talking about like how it makes more sense that Claire is more capable than Leon at the beginning of Resident Evil 2 because Claire was raised by Chris, and so she has a lot of gun training, she has a hunting background, she's a tomboy, she knows mechanical stuff because she rides a motorcycle like how Chris does. So it's like there's a lot more ruggedness in her background, so she's well more trained and prepared for that kind of situation than Leon was. And then he was kind of like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, well, Leon was a rookie, never seen action. He was kind of a pampered, like, you know, kid. And that was like his first time actually engaging in anything like treacherous or crazy. And he was like, yeah, I guess. And I'm like, it felt like he was really trying to discredit Claire as a character. And I'm like, buddy, come on. And he also had never played Code Veronica. And he was trying to say that Code Veronica is not important to the fucking timeline. And I'm like, do you understand how much shit references Code Veronica constantly? If Code Veronica didn't exist, that'd be so much like plot in Resident Evil that just was gone. You know? It was crazy. It was a crazy conversation. Hey, Mystic. Oh my god, everybody, it's Mystics. Hi, Mystics. Welcome. We're playing chill Pokemon game. I'm ranting a little bit though. Not in like an angry way, but just because I'm just telling an anecdote about what's been going on lately. How's it going? I'm very tired, Mystics. I had 10-hour shifts all week. Today's my Friday, and I hadn't streamed all week, so I wanted to relax with some Pokopia because this game makes my brain feel good. So that's why we're here playing Pokemon game. It's chill, and I get to just do menial tasks while you Pokemon hang out. How are you though? How's things been going? I always like hearing about the Mystics life update. What's been going on? What you been up to? How's being a mom? You get a lot of rest on your weekend? Don't worry, I will. But how are you, Mystics? How's things? How's the family? The family. For anybody who is not aware of Mystics is well, I like to call a legendary chat member in that he's been around for a very long time and also is probably one of the most supportive people like ever, and it's very cool. Feeling good, a little sad because I'm going back to work soon. Oh no! At least you know. I was gonna say at least you had time off, but like you were raising a kid, so that's not exactly time off. But you know, at least you were able to spend a bunch of time with your kid. And you know, yeah, Mystics, you're always one of the VIPs. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I should. Hold on. If there's anybody deserving of this. How do you do that? I'm trying to remember how to. No, not mod you. How do you do that? I forget how you VIP people. Is it slash? Oh, I think I have to do that. I have to do that in a separate menu. Anyways, I'll VIP you at some point. Don't you worry. But yes. Always happy to see you in chat, Mystics. But I'm good. I'm hanging in there. Oh yeah, that's what the. Oh. Oh, it's Tickaton. Wow. Well, hi there. You alright? You kind of exploded. Eesh, what a mess. Didn't expect that weird machine thing to literally blow up my face. Who are you? Where'd you come from? What are you even doing here? I'm making a town. Well, I'll be. You're fixing up the town and bringing more Pokemon. That sure sounds like a fun undertaking, it does. I love big, tall buildings, see? Spend my time collecting junk from here and there, trying to assemble it all into something interesting. Like this tower here. I bet this whole thing, believe it or not, it's why I call myself the Tink Master. I don't know why. I just assumed that Tinkaton had a like a Boston accent or like a New York accent. Tinkaton that is particularly skilled with its hands, allowing it to make good use of other tools in addition to its hammer. It is very curious about buildings and machines made by humans. It has like a multi-tool. That's cool. I forgot. Mystics used to call me Pumpkin all the time in chat, and he used to. Anyways, engineer. Well, I could ask you to give me a hand with something while you're at it, kid. I'm thinking it might even help with the town building you've got going on. Sure thing. Well, hey, I do appreciate it. Now let's get down to brass tacks. I need you to bring me 6 bricks of concrete. Think you can manage that? Need all that stuff to fix the lifts. Islands off this town look like they all used to be connected by lifts. Figured we could use them to come and go as we please. They weren't all broken down, that is. So I was thinking, if lifts are all busted, the obvious thing to do is fixing them up. Make them usable again. Turns out, though, I need concrete for that. And I got no clue how to make any. That old Conqueror knows how to make it. If you find Conqueror kicking around somewhere, could you ask him? Whip up some concrete for me? Just so you know, I bet Conqueror's hanging out somewhere like this. Yeah, I got him. Don't you worry. I don't think a ton about this Pokemon. That's good. That's very, very good. You know what? You get a golf clap for that one. Almost forgot. You need limestone to make concrete. Should be able to find a bunch around here. Might not be a bad idea to gather some before you head out. Thanks, Tinkaton. I will think about that. you get it, guys. Cause anyways. There's a lot of Gen 9. How are the creatures behaving? They're behaving good. Do you like this creature? Do you like this creature you're looking at right now? Isn't it great? It's fun. I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time yapping and hanging out with y'all. Hey, Bear, I am ahead of you. I've been playing a lot off stream. Literally, the only solace I have in my day-to-day life right now is the fact that, like, I can come home and play a little bit of this before I eventually pass out from exhaustion. You know? The only reason I have energy, I'm not gonna lie to you, chat. One of the only reasons I have energy to stream right now is because I did drink a Red Bull towards the end of my shift. So I'm feeling the lingering effects of that Red Bull still kicking. So yeah, waiting for it to wear off. That's not. That's why I don't really drink energy drinks that often, because they're pretty effective against me usually. I love a good Red Bull. Me too. I always get sugar-free because, you know, that way I can feel a little less bad about it. Normally I would drink coffee, but the only coffee that my work has is this stupid-ass Starbucks Frappuccino things, and I don't like those because it's just chocolate milk. Also, Starbucks sucks. Gotta get some limestone. But yeah, what was I talking about before? Oh yeah, the idea of like performative nerddom is like, it always gets so weird. And you know how like people love to throw around the phrase like tourist, or like, okay, so the new phrase that people are throwing around for people who are like pretending to be familiar with a franchise is LARP. Like, I guess that's the new phrase. Like, people are saying, oh, what a LARP, or people are LARPing or whatever. And I'm like, guys, we have phrases for this already. We don't need to keep coming up with new ones. Like, tourist was like being said like literally not but a week ago, and now people are saying LARP. I'm just like, I just fuck it. I don't care. You say poser, you could say fucking like hipster, whatever you want to say. It's just that there are words for this. We don't need to keep making up more. Anyways, that's my old man rant for the day. So to see that, it's kind of funny, yeah. And the funny thing is that it doesn't even make sense, because it's like the fucking LARP means live action roleplay. So it's like, what part of being like performative nerddom is not live action roleplay? That's just being a poser. Like, that's literally the definition of being a poser. it's mind-boggling. Anyways, but point being is that like I had this conversation with my coworker, and like it was one of those things where it's like, yeah, I could tell this dude browses Reddit a lot. Yeah, I could tell he doesn't form a lot of his own opinions based off things he's experienced. He just watches a YouTube video on something and whatnot. Because and the other thing he told me was he was like, yeah, I don't really like the Final Fantasy series. I think it's kind of bad. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, well, have you played it? He's like, yeah, I played. So here's the thing. One, he said he didn't like 7. And I don't believe that he actually played 7, because when I asked him about 7, he didn't talk about any of it. Like actually, right? So I don't even know how to believe in there. But then he said the other one he played was 15 and 13, right? And he said that 15 was actually really good, and he liked Noctis a lot. And Concrete Mixer. But then I asked him, like, well, those are you, like, I would say 13 and 15 are technically considered some of the not best Final Fantasy. I'm not gonna say the bad ones, but they're not considered the best Final Fantasies, right? Smasher Pass Conqueror. Why is it the first thing you want to talk about when you enter my chat, Jabber? What about this makes you want to smash? No. You know what? Fuck what I was talking about. Everyone look at Jabber. Everyone circle around him and ask him, how do you feel about Conqueror, Jabber? Answer carefully. Explain yourself. He's been making concrete for 30 years. It's some age to this fine wine. Jabber, that's an animal. You sick man. No comment? Yeah, of course no comment. You fuck. Do a hear me out cake with your bear? I wouldn't, because I fear that a hear me out cake with your bear would just be like, would put your bear on a list, truthfully. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like that would put your bear on a list. I promise it wouldn't be that scary. I don't believe you. Like, even a little bit. Rookity, I did your task. Oh, I need to put furniture in there. What's up, Trapinch? Play a game. I call it my super awesome and cool quiz game. Yeah, sure, whatever. Let's do it. Okay, here it goes. What's Rookity's least favorite flavor? Bitter? Right. Yay! Thank you, Trapinch. Like we would all end up on a list for allowing it to happen. Jabber, give us one of your hear me outs. We're putting you on blast now. This is the Jabber hour. Jabber, give us one of your hear me outs, and we'll see. We'll decide. Just like off the top of the dome. What is one that you would think about? Mr. X. Okay, well. I should have seen that coming. Or Rikuo from Darkstalkers. Those are the top of my head right now. So a fishman and a bioweapon. Well, I'm starting to get the implication that you like bald men. You like guys with no hair. Hey, old man, I need you. Veggies are the best. Sure, what do you want? Alright, I got you, Brigatito. What the? Those two pigs don't have hair. What do you want me to tell you? Am I wrong? Well, how do you feel about Agent 47 from Hitman? Alright, we're gonna have to rotate to the ground. A little bit. I don't have a preference on here that I like. Wait, who from where? The Hitman from Hit Game Hitman. You know the one. Oh wait, this field's already tilled. I'm an idiot. Is there vegetable seeds that I can buy? Here. There is! Potatoes? I could grow potatoes? Oh, hell yeah, dude, I love potatoes. He is kind of hot, though. Hey, Allie, welcome. You're telling me that Agent 47... You think Agent 47 is hot? Wait, Mystics, do you like bald men? FF7 rude? That's just Mr. Worldwide. That's just Pitbull. Ya tú sabes. Nice question. Welcome. How's the gaming going? He's pretty handsome, but I don't feel anything. Not by preference, but I can appreciate. Yeah, there's... You know what? I will say, there are some fellas who like... Yeah, they make bald look really good. Wait, where'd my cat go? Pero gatito, I need you. Oh, look at her go. I need you to make these potatoes sprout. There you go. Nice. No, there's one more. One more. There's one more. Sprigatito. There you go. Thanks. There you go. Nice. Alright. Hi. So muggy. I'm sorry, Trapinch. Everyone likes it the humid around here. Everybody wants to get humid. Nobody wants to get dry. Dave Bautista does it really well. He does. A love interest in a rom-com, and I want that for him so bad. I'm sure he'll get it. Does anybody else around here know how to build? It's just Conkeldurr, huh? Oh, that's there. 3, 5, 4. Wait, where's Vulpix? Vulpix? Where'd my little fire? Oh, there you are. I need you. I got more Pokemetal for you. Okay, so those are interesting hear me outs. They're not as bad as I thought they were gonna be. But you do like a fish. Wait, hold on. Jabber, have you seen the movie Shape of Water? Or, better yet, have you seen Hellboy? And how do you feel about Abe Sapien? Oh. He's okay. Well, Hellboy is hot. Oh. Well, I'm not gonna argue with you. Okay, but like, do you mean Ron Perlman Hellboy? Or David Harbour Hellboy? Let's check up on our other environments, see how things are going. We've got some new Pokemon around here. Need more Pokemon to know how to build. What's this? What do you mean, yeah? What does that mean? It's another crow! The crowlings, they gather. Corvusquire. Nice to meet you. You see all these human tools around here? Pretty interesting lineup, huh? Wonder what they were put here for. Oh, I see. You placed them here. Well, let me say this. I like your style. See, I'm also particular about how I use my tools. If there's ever anything I can help with, just say the word. Wait, are you able to build stuff? Corvusquire, you've saved me. Raven Pokemon. The intelligent Pokemon will quickly learn how to use any tool it can hold in its beak or its talons. Oh, chops. Okay, never mind. Oh, you're still really cool. Beetle beep. Nice murder going on now. Did you make yourself a house for you and this whole line? Oh, don't worry. Once I've got Corviknight, they're all gonna move in with me. It'll be the murder house. Get it? I used to murder a crows. The Moido house. Anyways, did I make another environment here? I did make hydrated tall pink grass right there. Do we have any other new Pokemon so far? It does not look like it. Okay, we're good. You want to hear my hear me outs? I don't really have a lot of interesting ones. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm kind of vanilla. Like, when it comes to a lot of, like, what I'm interested... Okay, I need to really think deep about it. And maybe, chat, maybe you can refresh my memory if I've ever had, like, a hear me out, or, like, a, you know, a thing where you were like, what do you mean by that, bro? Okay, you want me to, like, get as weird as possible about it? Like, I would have to really think about that. As you mentioned it, what about Vanilla herself? What do you mean? You mean Cream's mom from Sonic? You mean... that Vanilla? I mean, I would never get in Vector's way, personally. I would never do that to Vector. But I'm not gonna say no. You know. Bunny mom, I'm not gonna say no. But if we're talking about Sonic characters, there is one in the comics named Lanolin, who is a sheep. Yes, that. But that's not really a hear me out. That one's just like, that's just an attractive looking character. I guess the closest thing to that would be like, oh, furry. But guys, hear me out. Chun-Li. Yeah. Whew. Spicy pick you got there. I don't know. Okay, I have to really think about that because I feel, and somebody brought this up. Somebody had brought this up in a post on that. Like, it always feels like women have more interesting hear me outs than men. And I do wonder why that is. You know? Straight men. Let me rephrase that. Straight men. Lava. Cute. I need to think about that, chat. You're gonna have to give me like a minute to like really think upon this subject. Cause I can't, like, nothing's coming to mind, you know? Nothing that wouldn't be like a Brulee is my hear me out. Oh, I know who you're talking about. But you know what's the craziest part about that? Okay, for context about Brulee, she's a very witchy lady, but if you actually look at her character design, she is just kind of like a big booba woman with like a very snatched waist, but she just happens to have like a witch face. Like that's kind of what you got going there, you know? But aside from that, she is kind of just like, she is kind of big booba, like One Piece woman. God, I'm trying to think. this is a tough one, chat, because like I'm very, because Big Mom can also get it low key. I mean, all right, this is gonna be the most like, yeah, of course, Crow, like, because, you know, whatever. Young Big Mom, like when she was in her 30s, yeah, you know, I agree, but fucking Big Mom in the current timeline, I don't know about that, buddy. And Rock is right, she did get it. She got it a lot. She got it, some might say too much. To a bed. To a chair. God forbid woman has a hobby. Her hobby was fucking. She was doing a lot of it. I need a light fixture within this home. You know what's funny? I can't, nothing is coming to mind. And I think that just shows how like boring I kind of am with this stuff. Because I try to think of like anything that would be like a genuine hear me out. And it's just like, no, that's just a conventionally attractive woman. And you know what? And that's just... Did I not make a bed? I thought I made a bed. What happened to the bed I made? Oh, it's right there. You're also getting put on the spot. It's okay to take your time. As I'm thinking of all the franchises that I've experienced in my life, and I'm like, okay, well, which ones can I say are like, you know, ones that had a character that was like a hear me out, you know? My FF14 OC? That's like every FF14 player. That's just a common occurrence. Wait, why isn't the electricity going into the little house? Brigatito, I have a home for you. Would you like to live in here? The fatter the Aura's tail, the better. Who said that? I heard that. This is your new home. Wait, why aren't the lights lighting up? They should be... Hold on. I think I have to place the utility pole down again, because otherwise it's not going to take effect. Wait, did these not get, like, electricity routed to them? Oh, no. What? I thought these got electricity routed to them. Well, that's weird. I'm going to make a mushroom lamp, then. I'm not going to keep you in the dark. I'm pretty sure I have a mushroom lamp somewhere. I do not. Let me make you a lamp. I don't want you to just sit here in darkness. Can you turn them on? Oh, let me double check. Well, it wasn't giving me the signal. It wasn't giving me the signal that they were, that it was connecting the electricity to the house. That's why I was like, huh. If only there was electricity. Yeah, but like, there is electricity, or there should be electricity. Hold on. This is where we gotta check the outside now. Okay, why does that connect to that, but the house itself doesn't get electricity routed to it? That's weird. I don't know why that's the case. Maybe it's because it's a den and not an actual house? I guess. That's a weird. Oversight. Alright, well, let's just make you... Let's just make you a little lamp. A little mushroom lamp. For little Sprigatito. I'll keep that in mind for when I build the houses. Here you go. Let there be light in here. Why is it... Let me put the light down there. Well, that's weird. Anyways, there you go, Sprigatito. It's a simple home. It's a humble home, but it is your home. Hope you enjoy it. Okay. Thinking back on it, I'm trying to think of franchises that I've enjoyed as a kid. Growing up. You know what? I will say one, maybe. It's not really like also a very attractive character, but from the show Gargoyles, Desdemona or Demona from Gargoyles. It's pretty hot. That's one. Let's see, who else am I thinking about? Why is my chat not auto-scrolling again? Gotta Google something? Oh yeah, this is a franchise for what the children in the chat will not know what this franchise is, because Gargoyles has not existed for like decades. But yes, Gargoyles is definitely up there. Made of stone, that definitely counts. Yeah. How's your comfort level? Want spicy food? I don't have spicy food. I'll find something, but can't guarantee it. Yeah, I guess that's definitely a hear me out. I mean, look, okay, because I feel like at some point it's just gonna venture into furry territory, and at that point, people are just gonna be like, "Whoa, Crow, whoa," and I'm gonna be like, "Guys, dude, it's not like that. I just think that this character was just attractive. That's it, you know." That's what I'm saying. Like, we get into the Lola Bunny territory, and then it starts becoming like a whole thing, you know? Wait, Mr. Viz, do you have the building thing? How many Pokemon here can build? You can trade. You can fly. You can bulldoze. You water. You bulldoze. You generate. Huh. There's only one Pokemon here that builds. Everyone was into it. So hear me out, have to go further than furry, but also if you go lower than furry, it's just nothing. One of mine is Leophodia, but only with the armor on. You're so correct for that. Okay, you know what? If we're talking about like armored only characters, I feel like there are some characters where I would be like, you know what? Keep the armor on. That's more attractive. Okay. I think Samus is hotter in her armor from Dread than she is in her Zero suit. I feel like that'll probably be as out there as it gets for me, because the way she moves in that suit, in Dread specifically, where she has the blue and the white accents, I don't know. It's pretty good. Also, in Metroid Prime 4 Metroid Prime 4 at the end, where she has the psychic armor, like the full psychic armor, that one is also really good. But to be fair, the camera was also really focusing on her ass in a lot of scenes. which I thought was weird for a Metroid game because they never usually do stuff like that. But that is one point where I'll be like, yeah, I think I like Samus more in the armor than out of the armor, but that's just, I think it's hotter, but that's, you know, neither here nor there. Dread armor is pretty hot. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, it's just, it hits. What else am I supposed to be doing here? I can make more. Oh, we got a new one. We got a new friend. Whee! Who could this be? Oh! Well, hello there. A human child. Wait, you're not a human child. Your appearance, it misleads. No, you did not do wrong. It is just me. I very much like human children, but I do not see them around here. Requiem Pokemon. Resident Evil. In the dead of night, these Pokemon wander through towns in search of children whose vital energy is Duskull's favorite food. Oh, that's why he wants children, so he could fucking suck their soul out. Ah, not nefarious at all. Well, hello, Duskull. I'm sure you're not evil in any capacity, shape, or form. Right? Researcher. Hey, I know that one. Karen from SpongeBob is a good hear me out. Wait a minute. The monitor on a stand on wheels? Think back to that Vine Sauce chat if anyone wants to fuck the water bottle on anything stream. That's one that I think about when it comes to like hear me outs because that one is funny. Oh damn, we got a lot of concrete. Give me that. The flower from Conker's Bad Fur Day. That's a dumb one because that's just like boobs. All right, Tinkaton, I got the fucking the concrete. Oh, you know what? I will say this. I think every single Kamen Rider is hotter inside the suit with the mask on than when they take the mask off. Every single one. Every single Kamen Rider. I never want to see their face. I just want them to keep the mask on. Thanks for bringing it to me. I immediately hit you with another chore, but if it actually needs one more special part to get the lifts in. Work in order. Can't find gear like that anywhere around here, so I figure you just make one myself, you know? But there's the catch. I need an iron ingot. I got some iron ingots. Good thing. Only because when he puts the bandana on in early One Piece. Gotta pop bam wham this into the shape of my hammer and we'll have gear in no time. Give me a minute, alright? Me when I can't see their face. There's a lot of people like that. A lot of people like it when they can't see a character's face. They find it more attractive, you know? This is something I was talking about in somebody else's chat. Where I was like, how do you feel about... Because they were talking about, like, specifically character designs and, like, some gacha games and stuff. But we're talking about Zenless Zone Zero, right? And, you know, we talked about faceless characters. They were talking about Overwatch and the Overwatch cast and how attractive they were. And they were talking about how, like, Genji is hotter when you don't see his face. And Zenyatta and Ramatra are hot because they essentially don't have a face. And then I was like, well, what about, what about Banyue from Zenless Zone Zero? I'm like, that's a pretty hot robot. And then you have Billy, who a lot of people say is also a really hot robot, and I agree. Those are two hot robots. And you notice that it's usually the masculine robots that don't have a face, but the feminine robots in ZZZ, or like, you know, intelligent constructs, all have faces and stuff, which I always found funny. This might take just a bit more. All right, guess I'll wait. But like, I do think that the illusion or like the mystery of what's behind the mask is more interesting than what is actually behind the mask. Because there are many situations in which a character takes off the mask and it's like, oh, yeah, I guess that's all right. You could have been absolute peak. You know what? Maybe unpopular opinion, Rock. I like Arya's design. Like, as it is. I think Arya's design is fine. Personally. Well, I understand why people maybe are not, like, that big on it. What the hell is this padded room? You're just close to being even better. But what do you mean by that? Like, you wanted her to be like full robot, no people at all? I mean, not keeping the robot form more often and making her face more human. Whoa! What the hell? Where did you come from? Why are you out here? Your new face, what's your deal? What's your deal? Why are you out here? Going around building towns and hoping more Pokemon will show up? Dang, that's super rad. But you gonna be okay with those floppy noodle arms? No offense. I'll probably be okay. Probably doesn't exactly inspire confidence, pal. Alright, let me tell you about a real good training spot I know around here. Take it there now. Follow me. Big man. Speaking of the frog? Muscles is developed through swimming are thick and powerful. When it lands a square punch, it can turn huge boulders to dust. Where you going? Guess we're following big guy. I just love that he has gloves for no reason. The spot's surrounded by super solid sand. We tell you, punching this stuff with all your might is an equally solid workout. Single punch is all it takes for a powers like me to pulverize the sand and dust. Don't worry, you'll get there someday. Until then, you ought to train here. Yeah, buddy. Because you sand by melting it down to make glass. Track like these sands coming in. Finally, I can make glass! Hey, you wanted that sand? Not like I want to fuck this frog thing. Can we, you know what? I have the ability to, let's pin that one. Let's pin that one. Well, you know, 20 minutes sounds fair. Yeah, we're pinning that one. We're pinning that one. That one's getting pinned. That one's good. That's good. That's solid. Yeah. Telling you for looking up after yourself. It's too bad sand's totally useless, huh? I like how the thing said, sorry for repeating myself. You come with me for a sec. What do you need, Polyrath? I'm at the top there's a dojo just short walk away. Dojo's like, you know, a place where humans train and stuff. I love spending time there. There used to be an elevator running around here, but it's totally busted now. Gonna build up this town some more. Pokemon can live here. I'd love for them to come to swing by the dojo. Except the elevators so folks can get to it. I'll give it a shot. How do you know all this stuff? Why don't you do it yourself? Yeah. Fix a ladder. Oh, that breath kind of freaks you out? Why? Don't like his big swirly stomach? Yeah. Oh. See a machine hooked up to the ladder. Should be a big silver thing. Yeah, I see one. All you gotta do is put another one of those down here and bam, it's elevator time. Come back down here for a second. Okay. Whee! It makes it like that, so now what? Alright, Alakazam knows. What do you mean Alakazam knows? You can't just name drop Alakazam like that. Surging psychic okay. I see. Flash? Alright. You think that was his mouth? How would he eat things? Not to brag, but this whole time I've been on video cam with Rosie, who's testing makeup looking red as hell that y'all can't see. Mods, put this guy in the furnace and smelt him into building material. No, because I'm thinking about it. All right, that's it. You're not doing your job. I'm taking the sword away. Say your prayers. This is mutiny. I'll kill you. In Minecraft. Oh, shit. It's an actual elevator. Go up. Well, this is neat. Wow. That's kind of adorable. I like that. Alright, well, now we gotta make some glass. Oh, hey. Giraffe. I hear flapping of wings. Where is it? Where are they? Where are you? What are you? Oh, it's Ho-Oh again. Pizza or Chinese food? Yeah, I'd say pizza. Personally. I'm a big pizza picker. Okay, wait, I just thought of a fucking hear me out that I just fucking remembered, which you made me think of pizza, which made me think of Italians, which made me think of Super Mario. The fucking the booze in Paper Mario the Thousand-Year Door in the casino who are wearing the cat ears and the like, they're wearing like a bunny suit, but it's like a cat bunny suit. There you go. That's my weirdest hear me out. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just Google it. to craze me here and how you're not seeing. Okay, okay. Wait, I'm just saying. Madame Flurry? Oh, that's how I know you're a freak. That's how I know you're a freak. See, Mystics remembers that. I think I even made a comment about it during the stream where I was like, why are these boosts so, you know? I remember people be like, what do you mean by that, Crow? And I'm like, you know what I mean. Why'd they put him in the cat ears like it's the bunny suit? Like it's the fucking, you know, that's what they were doing. Am I wrong? Top 10 Crow lines. Listen, people just, I'm ahead of my time. People just don't realize this. I only have one fire type Pokemon now. Oh wait, I have concrete now. I can make the things so I can summon Cyndaquil. Need 2 of these, right? This is more conventional. Actually. Still assault Mario in the room. I don't think it's that egregious. Speaking of assault, stop. Cease. Fuck. I hate you, Chad. Stop. What is this energy today? Oh, that's insane. The Great Fairies in Breath of the Wild can get it. You know what? I also agree. The Great Fairies in both Breath of the Wild, and you know what? I'll even say Ocarina of Time. I'll say it. Do I actually need like 2 of these? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna double check this environment. Oh, you need 3. There you go. Do you guys remember how... Okay, actually, most people will not remember this, but the Great Fairy was also in Twilight Princess, but except it was hidden behind the Pit of 100 Trials. So a lot of people never actually saw the Great Fairy in Twilight Princess, but for those of you who did you know that the Great Fairy in Twilight Princess was topless? Isn't that insane? She just straight up is not wearing a shirt or like anything. Her hair is literally covering her nipples. It's for a Nintendo game, it was kind of insane at the time. I think about that still because I'm just like, that was... And specifically, they hid her away. They hid her at the bottom of that pit. You know? So it's like, you really have to work to see her. 2000s era was pretty crazy. Yeah, they really were getting away with trying to be edgy. Twilight Princess stopped me from thinking I was gay for a hot minute as a kid. Jesus. Okay, you know what? Speaking on the Zelda train, I feel like Zelda might have the most hear me outs because you know what? They make everyone hot in Zelda. Princess Ruto, the Zora princess, but specifically the Hyrule Warriors version of her. I would say the Ocarina of Time version, which is the same one, but except that one is very polygonal. Alright, how many more environments can we make? I know I'm kind of consolidating a lot of them all on like the same area, but I can't help it. Get a couple of more grass ones. We got one more tree one. And one more hydrated one. A couple more elevated ones. Zoras are hot. I'm not sorry. Not all of them. Favorite of mine from Twilight Princess. Oh, Ashe especially. Dude, holy hell. The cow from Majora's Mask. That's a sexy tatted up fish, man. Yeah, but then he dies. Sorry, spoilers. That's literally how you meet him, though. I need more flowers. Gonna show him a real song of healing. You need help. Do you think there are people out there? Okay, we're on the Nintendo train, so now I'm thinking about it. Do you think that there's people out there who think Wendy Koopa is hot? You know, one of the Koopalings, the one with the bow. Do you think there are people out there who want to, you know... Their girl from Zelda is Artie right now. Oh my gosh, she's gorgeous. Definitely. Okay. Just asking, just wondering. People think piranha plants are hot, so yeah. Okay, you know what? But you know what happens every time somebody's like, oh yeah, piranha plants are hot or whatever? All they do is they just put like boobs on a piranha plant. So it's like, it kind of defeats the idea of like what makes a piranha plant hot. And it's more of just like, what if conventionally attractive woman body, but monster head? Which I feel like is just like the thing that everybody is like mostly going for in a lot of ways. You know, speaking of monster head, I'm not continuing that sentence. I refuse. That's the way they do to Hornet. What, you don't like all the Hornet fan art where she just has like a BBL and the fucking the biggest tits you've ever seen? About to get a real hear me out that he silenced himself. I don't know about that. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't say that. What were you gonna say then? What were you gonna say then, Rock? No, my food effects. Yummy. When a similar thing happened over there, yeah. I'm saying. Are you done, Tinkaton? You Tinka done? Yeah. Get it. A bop and a bam and a wham. There we go. All done. Oh, hey there, Crow. Perfect timing. Here, you can hang on to this. Tinka gears. With that, you'll be able to make a lift platform. Just set up 2 lift platforms a good distance from each other, and the lift will stop moving between them. Come on, we got no time to waste. Let's go set up the first lift platform. Follow me. I'm Duty's Call. Really enjoyed talking to everyone again. Hopefully I can catch another stream soon. Good night. For sure, Mystics. Thank you for stopping by. Always appreciate you. And I hope you and your family are doing well. Yeah, say hi to the baby for us. Gotta set up a lift platform around here, and it'll connect to the island where the Pokemon Center is. Which means I should probably teach you how to make lift platforms. I probably should. Go on, Crow. Try making 1 lift platform just like I taught you. Alright. Is it here? No. Is it here? It is. Did we do it? Is it done? Nice. Oh yeah, I've already need to post in Discord. I'll try and remember to do that tomorrow. For sure, Mystics. Always love seeing new art posted in there. Perfect spot how to do the trick. Now we got a lift running between here and there. Pokemon Center Island. I'd love to check out the town you're building. Why don't you escort me to the Pokemon Center? Alright, let's go. Look at us, just hanging out with Tinkaton. What do you mean step off? I can just jump off right here? Crazy. Oh. I've taken the steps away. Hold on. Alright, there we go. Damn, he is still making cement. Update download complete for another Pokemon game. Tinkaton? Where did they go? Oh, they got stuck over there. Come on. Somebody's over there. Wait, hold on. Hold on, Tinkaton. I gotta go deal with this first. Cyndaquil! Hell yeah. Yeah. Sorry, you came out of nowhere. Oh, but anyways, nice to meet you. I've never been here, but it seems like a great place. I can feel my flames burning strong. That's it. I'm gonna live here now. Hell yeah. Fire Mouse Pokemon. It usually stays hunched over. If it is angry or surprised, it shoots flames out of its back. Nice. We made it. Awesome. So you're the great builder, Tinkaton. I hope you'll continue helping out our dear friend Crow. Sure thing. Just say the word and I'll help build up this town any way I can. Let me see if there's anything I can get started on. Make lifts, you can have Pokemon follow you even to far off places. If you don't have enough Tinker Gears to craft with them, you can turn iron ingots and have them make some. Nice. Pokemon are now returning to this town at an encouraging pace as well. We're still hoping to find some clues as to whereabouts of humans. Notice anything of this sort? That big building? Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. The building sure is hard to miss. Humans must have built that massive thing, right? Looks like it's in shambles now, but maybe we can explore it and, like, fix it up all nice and pretty. But they'd be surprised at humans so much they'd come back to check it out. I'm seriously suggesting we can rebuild that enormous building with only Pokemon to help. You really think it's possible? Of course I think it's possible. You got me and Crow, and if we get everyone else to help out, it'll be a piece. A cake. Seriously? Okay, maybe not exactly a piece of cake. Oh. Well, there's no doubt such a huge building would stand out if we were able to properly rebuild it. So it is possible that humans might notice and come back. And apart from that, if we Pokemon could rebuild such a thing all on our own, wouldn't that be exciting? Got laundry to do, but I'll be listening. See, Professor, you get it. Big buildings are awesome. Then I say let's do it. Let's all work together and rebuild that thing. That's what I like to hear. Well, then come on. Let's go see what we've got to work with at the building. Are they going to go on their own, or are they... You're following me! Come on, man. Wait, actually, before we continue, I do have to do a little BRB, because I gotta go use the bathroom. I will BRB real quick. I live! Sorry, did that scare you? I didn't mean to. I'm back, chat. Hello. Did you miss me? Did you miss me? Bet you did. Anyways. Sure. Why, you know... Sometimes you guys could be a little nice. It wouldn't kill you. But I will. Anyways, What was I gonna say? Nice when I got here. I was nice when I got here. It ran out. See, this is why I'm mean to you too. You know, this is the reason why. Whenever you're like, Crow, why are you so mean to me? I'm like, well, this is the reason. I want you to reflect on this. And anytime you bring it up again, I want you to remember, I will throw you into the sun. Anyways, I feel like the next part of this is gonna be like a big, involved story bit. So I might like, maybe we just get to the tower like they want, and then we'll probably call it. We'll call it after that. We can yap a little bit because I definitely have a little bit more yapping to do. Oh wait, hold on. We got it. We got a new friend. Who could it be? Giraffe. Jira, lovely to meet you. I was checking this area out. Actually, I plan to live here, so I expect I'll be seeing you around. But where are my manners? My tail needs to greet you as well. Hi. Rig. Okay. Oh dear, looks like the little deer's in a bad mood. Sorry I turned away from you like that. Usually much better behaved, so I hope we can all be friends. At the buzzer, hear me out, Pomni from Digital Circus. You know what? Yeah, you know what? I'll throw my hat into the ring. Yeah, Ragatha. We'll say that. Is Pomni I hear me out at this point? Because I feel like everyone kind of is into Pomni. People are really gesture maxing lately, you know? Oh, you're making a path and stuff, right? I think you can put down a nice path from here all the way to the building. Count on you to help get me and the professor to that building. Don't take them. Oh god, this is gonna be way more involved than I thought, isn't it? I would be like, oh. Oh, it's just this. Okay. Oh! Hello! Oh, thank you for the raid, Momochi! Welcome, welcome! Hi, everyone. Hello, hello. It's me, Crow Corvawing. I'm here playing relaxing Pokemon game. Hanging out with my little guys. I hope you had a very good stream. What were you up to? What were you playing? Having fun? For anybody who doesn't know who I am, I am an art VTuber mostly, but it's been a rough week for me, so I decided I wanted to play relaxing Pokemon game instead. And so that's what we're doing. I hope you enjoy your time here. How's the building? It's going great, actually. I'm good. I'm in like peak relaxing mode, so that's why like my brain is also trying to keep up with like I'm trying to form a sentence, but my brain is like, yeah, man. But welcome everybody. Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. Momochi I met through Deergly's stream. You know, there's a few positives in knowing Deergly, but some of them are that you get to meet cool people because Deergly knows a lot of cool people. He's all right, but the people that Deergly's friends with are usually pretty cool. But yeah, shout out to you, Momochi. Thank you for the raid. But yeah, if anybody coming from Momochi's chat is wondering, I am an art VTuber, and if you do exclamation point socials in the chat, you can see my social media where you can see some of my art. I drew my own VTuber model, so like if that's something you're interested in, you know, like if you like what you're seeing, then yeah. Sorry, I'm bad at marketing myself, and also I'm very tired. What do you mean build you a path? I literally just built you a path. Was that not a path? What more do you need from me, old man? What does he mean build the path? I built him a path. He's lazy. Like, it literally got him from point A to point B. Is this not a... If this isn't a path, then I don't know what is. Do I need to bring Tinkaton too? Alright, fine. I was about to say, there's no way you're not making that. We good? I'm assuming that that's the case. I just had to bring Tinkaton with me. What was I talking about before I did the break? Oh, you know something that I else I was going to talk about? It was like it was an announcement today, and I'm sure some of you guys saw it because I was just, like hooting and hollering about it. Social media. Did you guys see that they revealed a lot of the new Sonic cast for Sonic the Hedgehog 4? And they revealed that they revealed that Nick Offerman is specifically voicing a character, and I forget who else. It was Nick Offerman, I think Richard Ayoade or whatever. I forget how to say his name. Are voicing characters, and also Matt Berry is going to be in it. And I swear to God, if Matt Berry is not one of Team Chaotix, if he is not Vector or SBO or Charmy the Bee, I swear to God, I will be so disappointed. I need Matt Berry's voice to come out of a fucking Sonic character so badly. I am already convinced that Nick Offerman is going to be Big the Cat because it just makes the most sense. Right? Like, that one just, it clicks together. So he's most likely going to be Big the Cat. But Ben Kingsley, Matt Berry, Richard Ayoade, like, I'm pretty sure those three are Team Chaotix. Like, imagine Vector the Crocodile, but he sounds like Matt Berry. You know, like, I know everybody's used to his, like, you know, his find the computer room voice, right? But it's like, imagine if instead he's like, Sonic, do you have a mystery for me to solve? Like... We completed the request. The little melody notes of his world at the end of the trailer it has me insane. What do you think that means? Do you think that means that they are gonna have Silver show up? Well, okay, so it's very clear that the inspiration for the movie is Sonic CD and Sonic Heroes, but also it's about time travel. So does that mean that we're gonna see Silver and Blaze at some point because of time travel? I don't know. So does Keanu Reeves' Shadow was. I feel like we're never going to see him again. Mr. Doctor, he was cast. He was one of the people listed as the cast for the next Sonic movie. He is coming back as Shadow. They confirmed that. That he was on the list. So he is coming back. And so is Jim Carrey. The only movies he's willing to do anymore are Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, the Sonic CD theme was playing before his world, but yes, Silver could show up because of time travel. I don't think he's gonna be a big part, but I could see them showing off Silver as like a cameo. Now here's the question: what are they gonna do about Rouge the Bat? Will they be cowardly, or will they commit? That is the question. Truthfully, will they commit to giving her the outfit and the titties? You know, you like it you know, like, you know what I'm saying? Silver is our post-credits cameo for us to get Sonic 06 the movie. No, that's not what I said. Shut up. Alpha, yes. Titties, no. But that's the part. That's the most important. That's not, no. That's not what I meant. What I mean is that, like, it is crucial to her character because she's supposed to be a femme fatale who's supposed to be, like, attractive and all that stuff. And that's all I'm saying. And then we get the titties, but not the outfit. They shouldn't put too many new characters in one go because they mentioned something about doing Sonic. No. I'm pretty sure that this is going to be Sonic Heroes. Okay? Because the other thing that they keep talking about is things getting chaotic. So here's the thing, right? You need to think about the timeline of the Sonic movies. Sonic 1, the first Sonic movie is essentially Sonic 1. The second Sonic movie is Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Right? The third movie is a combination of Sonic Adventure 1, Sonic Adventure 2, like that Dreamcast era, but just omitting a few characters. The third movie has to be a combination of two things as well, which is it's going to be Sonic CD because it needs to introduce Metal Sonic and it needs to introduce Amy. But it also needs to have parts of Sonic Heroes because we need to start getting introduced to the greater cast of the Sonic characters, right? It was first feeling just Sonic CD with the hints of Heroes, but now looking at CD Heroes 06. I don't think that 06 is going to be as prominent as people might think. I think that they just put his world in there as like, yeah, like it's a lot of teaming up and combinations. Like another crackpot theory. I'm pretty sure if Matt Berry is not one of Team Chaotix. Sorry, we're not even playing the game anymore. I said that this was. You know what? Let's go to just yap. We're going to the yapping room. Gameplay. Sorry. Gameplay is over. We are now. That's too loud. Gameplay is over. We're now in the yapping room. Hello, everybody. Okay, hear me out. If Matt Berry. Shut up, Joe Bear. If Matt Berry is not one of Team Chaotix, I'm 100% Matt Berry is going to beat E123 Omega. 100%. Those are my two guesses for Matt Berry. Either one of Team Chaotix or E123 Omega. Because, like, he's already done robot voices before. Omega would be really funny. That's what I'm saying. Like, Matt Berry as Omega would actually be really decent casting. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna get Omega. I don't know. Do you think they'll make Metal Sonic talk? And do you think we're gonna get Neo Metal Sonic in? Do you think we're gonna get Neo Metal Sonic in this movie? Do you think that that's where it's going? Because if they're already teasing Metal Sonic, I can see them going that direction. Also, because I know some people are mentioning a lot of Neo, and I personally feel like it's unlikely if we're using normal Metal Sonic as a pawn unit. Omega, count all the sand. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna see Neo Metal Sonic, but also, I know for 100% that the people who make these movies are big Sonic nerds. So like, I'm 1000% sure that they're going to reference the Sonic OVA where Sonic is like head to head with Metal Sonic, and he goes, "You may think you won because you know everything I'm going to do, but that won't help because I know everything you're going to do. Strange, isn't it?" I'm pretty sure they're going to reference that at some point. They have to. They're 100% doing that. Yeah, no, they have to. You forget that that's from Sonic. Yeah, a lot of people forget that that's from Sonic. It's strange, isn't it? What the fuck? I just learned that a mutual of mine got to work on an official Hololive thing. What? Oh, I'm gonna have to talk to them about that later. Anyways, so mad about the third movie not referencing the announcement. Mr. Doctor, they're not gonna reference the Snap Cube Sonic. Like, they're not gonna talk about pissing on the moon and pissing on Dr. Eggman's wife. You know they're not. They I've come to make an announcement. Shadow the Hedgehog is a if only. I wish they would have referenced, I'm back in the fucking building again. They came so close, though. They came close to referencing a lot of things. All right, crackpot theory. What if the Sonic Riders characters show up? What if Jet the Hawk shows up? If I don't hear where in this, oh my god! If they know anything that's good for them, they will put Stardust Speedway somewhere in this movie. They will put the song Stardust Speedway somewhere in this fucking movie if they know anything, because they're getting so better at putting the actual Sonic music in there. And okay, they couldn't put a lot of the Genesis era music in there because it's very like copyright heavy, but now we're out of the Genesis era. Now we're in the Sonic CD era. They can put a lot more of that music in there. And Sonic CD is known for its soundtrack. So, I mean, and we're already hearing Sonic Boom at the beginning of that. Also, I hope that they also put Sonic R music in there. The lady who sings the Sonic R songs was tweeting about the new trailer when it was going up, and everyone was like, what do you cooking? Jet the Hawk in the movie, I'm returning my ticket. Why not? Don't you like, you don't like Jet the Hawk? Listen, I have a lot of crackpot theories about that casting because some of those picks feel way too good, right? So I'm just saying, but we'll see in the near future, because that movie is like still a year out. But yeah. Anyways, I wasn't planning on making this the longest stream, so I'm sorry to anybody who came in through Momochi's raid. I wasn't planning on making this the longest stream because I am still very tired. I've been up since literally 3 a.m. today. So it has been a rough one. I've been up since 3 a.m. and I need to rest up and sleep in, and then tomorrow, I don't know if there's going to be a stream tomorrow. I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys know about any streaming possibilities tomorrow. Maybe, because I've been missing it. But if anything, it'll probably be like an art stream or something like that. But I want to thank you guys for coming by to this stream and hanging out with me while I yap. And it was fun. You know, guys, I always miss streaming. If I don't do it for a while, I know I miss it. And I love being able to just kind of fucking just spew words at you guys. But thank you so much, everybody, for stopping by. You're an amazing community. Truly appreciate all of you. And I will see you very soon. Don't you worry. I hope you have a good rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you. I'll see you later. Bye.